We are so back. Oh my gosh. It's been like 2 days. The day after I posted the first log, I wrote more notes. So obviously this is working. Today I am discussing my experience at the Lady Gaga concert for the Mayhem tour. Because surprisingly, a lot more happened than her just playing music. I have never been to a concert like this, and that had nothing to do with Gaga's performance. Y'all, I went to this concert straight after getting out of school, because we live like an hour out from Atlanta, and you know with traffic that's bad. We didn't have VIP tickets or anything, so we didn't get in early, but the concert venue opened at like 7, and you have to find parking, and if you live in Atlanta, you know parking in Atlanta, it doesn't exist. And as we walk towards the venue, the demographics are pretty clear. You have 5% the token men, the boyfriends, the husbands. They don't know what they're doing. They got their cargo shorts and their plaid tops on. They're just there to support their wives and their daughters, which is great. The other 5% are the girlies. They know what they're doing, but if you know Gaga, you know she's the cornerstone of queer culture. And some of the girlies aren't part of that field, if you know what I mean. Now the other 90%. 30 to 50-year-old gay men. And it is crazy to me how one fan base can be made up of almost entirely the same demographic of people. I mean, I know why. But the lack of diversity, which it's a lack of diversity within a minority, right? Because they're a minority, but they make up the majority. Like, that's crazy. Props to them. Like, Gaga would not be where she was without the gay men. Now these outfits. Holy cow. Waiting in line, you can see anything. Obviously the trend is black. Everyone's wearing black. But you got some people in like all red. Lace is really popular. I saw a lot of lace. Obviously a lot of boots, lots of sparkles. I think the most notable one for me, I mean, I can't even describe it. I don't even know if it was a lady or a dude or a them. I don't know, because their entire face was covered, their body was covered, huge skirts, huge heels, like they had these massive, like it looked like homemade horns, like spikes everywhere. You couldn't see any inch of their body. And it was beautiful. Whoever that was, good job. Me, however, I thrifted my outfit, and I did a pretty dang good job. I'll put a photo of my outfit right here to appreciate, because for thrifting, I did pretty well. Now, I'm not really sure how expensive these concert tickets were, because my mom got them for her birthday. I did not. If I had the option to go to the concert on my own money, I probably wouldn't have, because I don't know like all of her songs. I just know her oldies. But my mom's a really big fan. But I think seeing speculation online that these were nowhere cheap tickets. We were almost on the barricade. We had floor seats. We weren't close enough to be on the barricade, but we were pretty close. Again, another picture or video to demonstrate. I know those cost a pretty penny, especially for 4 of them. They were resell though. I'm not sure. Usually resell's maybe a little more expensive. Now, I know we talk about rip-offs within concert tickets and Ticketmaster. We all know this. But what we really should be talking about are the venue food pricing rip-offs. Let me tell you, a bottle of water was $10. 10. Basket of fries, 15. And I swear, basket of fries, if you cut this soap bottle in half and then filled with fries. That was $15. That was $15. It was crazy. And I don't want to slander the artist, but that merch was a little expensive. It was $120 for a hoodie or sweatpants, and then it was $90 for a shirt. And I understand you upcharge because it's like you get it at their concert, like it's a limited edition kind of thing, but you could buy it online. You could buy it online, and it was the same price, so I guess that makes it a little less bad. But it's a t-shirt. Like, I feel like a normal t-shirt with nothing on it, that costs like $10, right? If you're gonna put your special thing on it, I'd maybe pay like $20 more for that. I feel like $30 would be a good price. For a hoodie, like $50 maybe. But $120, I don't know if she controls her own prices. It feels wrong to me. I've complained a lot. Let me do my pros. Because let me tell you, this was no slum show. This was a fantastic show. The set is so cool. She comes out from this arch in her huge red dress, and all her dancers are inside her dress. Oh my gosh, that's cool. She has so many costume changes, and all of these costumes are gorgeous. Shout out to her costume designer. Like, that's crazy. And all the dancer outfits too, like they all match. You know what? Sometimes I didn't even really want to watch Gaga. I just wanted to watch all her dancers because they were mesmerizing. I'm a performer, so I feel like I relate more to them, I guess. I have a special appreciation for anything dance, so dancers always have my heart. And I am very proud of her that in all of her, 30 years of performing, she hasn't lip synced anything to my knowledge. And I feel like that's really an achievement. I think my favorite part was at the end where like all the artists do an encore now, but they like pretend like they aren't. Like they're like, thank you, and they go off and the lights go off for a little bit. And they go back on, then they go back on. Gaga also does this. But instead of her encore, her coming back on stage, it starts with her behind stage. So the lights come back on and the video is just her backstage, and she's like taking off her makeup. And she's like walking through the behind the scenes stuff, and her dancers are there just like being themselves. And she comes out and it's just like, what? It's so crazy and it's so cool. Because you've just watched like 2 hours of highly choreographed, like perfect expressions, and then she just comes out with like plain outfit, no makeup, no wig, and it's just like, dang, she can do that. Also, can I propose a theory? I don't know if this is confirmed or not. Does she have any hair? Like, I think she's bald. Like, cause that would make the wig so much easier. I think if she isn't, she should go bald already. Cause she looks fantastic in her wigs. And she'd look fantastic bald too. I don't know her skull shape, but she could do it. She's done weirder things. Another thing that she did, which was a little odd to me, like every 20 seconds she'd go, put your paws up. And of course all the diehard fans are like, and that's so cute. But it's a little much when she says it like every 2 minutes. Also, I'm not a big Gaga fan, and it shows here. What's with paws? Like, aren't you monsters? Shouldn't it be claws? Because that just seems like a furry thing. And also, concert acting is so weird. Like, what do you mean you're supposed to be acting like you're deaf or whatever? Like, and I saw Conan Gray, which I said in the last video. I saw Conan Gray the day after Gaga, and like he's doing the same thing. He's like out on stage like a sailor, and he's going like what are you doing? You're a real person, and this obviously isn't your sailboat. I think I just have a lot of griefs with concerts in general. They're just a little weird. And who doesn't love a little weird? Okay, now I'm gonna talk about what actually made this night memorable. Because this is just a fun memory, right? This wouldn't be something I would talk about unless there was something actually interesting that happened. So let's talk about why I decided to talk about this. The people around us. You can't control who you sit next to at a concert, so I'm not blaming any of them for being them. We get into the venue, we sit in our seats, right? We're like, yo, we want to take a photo. We're like, okay, we're gonna ask the people behind us. As we turn to ask the people behind us, this girl, like looking at my mom, like as she's asking, she's like half talking to her friend, fully just as a slur. And me and my sister are like, what? And my mom doesn't even know what that word means. So that was a little awkward. That was like foreshadowing what was happening at that night. Now in front of us, at the beginning of the concert, the people in front of us were fine. We think. And then they got a little drunk and we started noticing things. And they were like, ugh, and like one girl's having a really hard time and she was like really being really disruptive by the end of the performance. One of them, their friend, who I think had more of he was more all there, turns around to my sister and he goes, sorry if we're being a lot. All 7 of us took ketamine before this. Why would you tell a random person that? What do you mean you took ketamine before? Don't you want to remember the concert? Don't you want to enjoy the real concert, what's actually happening? Like, what? And the concert goes on, and I'm oblivious to all of this. I only heard about this after it actually happened. My sister knew the whole time. She watched one of them OD. One of them ODs during the performance. And they have to get carted off by a medic while Gaga is performing. Are you stupid? This is why you don't do drugs at concerts unless it's in low doses. Or that's the vibe of the concert you're going to. I don't judge. But this is not, you don't spend hella money on tickets, because keep in mind, these are still floor seats. You don't spend money on 7 tickets only for this to happen. Like, you're stupid. And you know, the funniest part is that 2 rows behind us, a couple gets engaged while this is happening. This was when she was performing Die With a Smile, by the way. Oh my gosh, they were so cute. These 2 men behind us, we were all looking that way. One of them's kind of bald. It's cute. He doesn't get down on one knee, but he whips out his box and he takes out the ring. And the other guy's like crying, like fully sobbing. It was so adorable. He slips the ring on. He like takes his face and like kisses it like while she's performing. It was so cute. And then the ketamine bitches ruin it. So yeah. People are crazy. How can adults make such stupid decisions? Like, you're literally wasting your money by being there and doing that. Now, also, this is a me thing. I really wouldn't want to be proposed to at a concert, especially if you're surrounded by, like, other people. Like, it's already so claustrophobic. And, like, I don't want a photographer there, you know? I don't want someone taking pictures of me, like, sobbing my eyes out. That's me personally. So happy for them. I wish you many years of marriage. Anyway, it's nearly 10 o'clock, which for my age, that isn't late. But I'm a grandma and I'm tired. I had to write a full essay before this and I rushed through it because I wanted to record, which is a good thing, which I hope this means that this will stay alive because I'm really enjoying talking to a camera and posting it and no one listening. Yeah. Maybe I should go on tour. I can't wait to see what I tell you next. Good night.